Hello, everybody. How are you all? I'm just going to be kind of got the background done already. I'm trying to figure out why this isn't working here. It says it's live. There we go. I think there was like a delay. Anyway, I got part of the background done already because I didn't want to. Hi, Duke. Anyway, I did part of the background because I figured the detail of these guys is going to be so tiny and so time consuming that I didn't want to, that in the string, I didn't want to, make it longer than what it is. But anyway, otherwise, nothing else too much. So let's get some background done, shall we? First, I think I'm going to get some dark blue on the bottom part and then some white. At least you can see the image clearer. That helps some. I think I want to use this brush instead. Hi, Rip. Nice to see you painting another one. Yep. Keeps my mind busy. This one's ducks this time. So how's things going where you're at, Rip? I know Duke is fighting a cold, but Ma stopped by today, Duke, and said you were doing better, so. And she brought me over some cake, which I got some of it, but mostly my visiting daughter ate most of it. Before you get them all painted, I'm going to guess they are wood ducks. Yes. Um, it's actually a mallard family, which this will be the female and this will be the male. The males are more brightly colored than the females. Females are pretty basic, kind of brownish. Basically, I try to stick to the animals that I have in my location in Wisconsin here. So, because of the fact that I see the animals a lot, I kind of gives me more of an idea of how they move and how they look. The weather is a muck, so let's paint a duck. Well done, Duke. You rhymed. Yeah, and I'll be adding a little bit of background in here, but I just want to get it nice and done. Mallards are my favorite. Oh, they are. Well, then I suppose you chances are you might want this painting, huh? Hmm. Usually my paintings are on a donation basis and they end up going to family or friends or somebody that takes interest. Sometimes they donate a little something towards the work, and sometimes I end up giving them to somebody to auction off for charities. I just might. You already got enough of my artwork, don't you? Hmm. Gonna be a few months before we see any real ones. Yeah, I know. This weather's horrible. Horrible, horrible weather. I don't know if I wanna I think I'm gonna do white up here, maybe some clouds. That'll help brighten it up a little. Actually, I want a little, let's see. Nah, it's fine. Sounds like Duke needs some yummy chicken noodle soup. Yeah. Well, I think Ma said she made him some soup. He just a lucky guy to end up so sick. I sent him home with some vitamins and some um, over-the-counter med stuff. I know Jenna wasn't feeling the greatest last night either, but we gave her the same thing. So hopefully Duke's feeling better because she was feeling better today. Mhm. Mhm. Just a bad cold, no fever or anything bad, just the sniffles. Yeah, sniffles ain't fun. Oop, I want my holder thing. Why is that not sitting right? Oops, I had to fix that. Sometimes my stuff don't want to stay on the table. It wants to slide where it shouldn't. Sometimes that's worse. LOL, yeah. Always some fungus mungus going around this time of year. Just my turn to catch it. Yeah, and you can keep it. I don't want it, so you keep your fungus mungus at your house. I don't need an ER visit by catching whatever it is that you have. And how you caught it, I don't know. It's not like you're around anybody. And you can't say my husband gave it to you because he's been healthy. So can't blame him for your fungus mungus. Hi, JR. Fungus mungus. Yeah. Duke's trying to spread disease. Um, I've been lucky so far. Well, that's good. No fungus mungus for you? As the Duke calls it. Mm. All right, now I need to get some background in here. And believe it or not, these are actually rocks that I'm supposed to have in here. So I'm trying to like 3D the sky with the rocks, which is very hard for me to do because I don't do well with 3D. I think what I will do is I will just add some really fine line trees and a little bit of black, and that should give it what it needs. Rip. Nope. LOL. Actually, I think I want a thinner brush for that. Okay. The only thing I don't like about painting this is every time I have to like do my little wiggle stuff here, it wiggles the camera. kind of annoying. I was thinking with the music I've been writing lately, I'm thinking if I write enough music, when I do these lives, I can actually do my own playlist. And that way I can have a little bit of background music because you can't, it seems like you can't do that here. I think I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna add some pine trees in here. I think that'd be kind of pretty. Um, but anyway, yeah, it just, the copyright thing has gotten so bad that you can't even play music in the background anymore. And I had a few friends tell me that if you make your own list, you can actually play a list. And I'm thinking if I do like a song every 2 days, write it out, something simple, then I could just play it while I'm doing this, you know? Uh, Duke says Fungus Mungus is better than getting the cooties. Remember in high school you caught that, all the kids avoided you. Yeah. I was never claimed for the cootie issue, however. Um, where's that pretty little kitty of yours? She's actually playing with my grand kitty. My oldest daughter, she came for the weekend and they at first were kind of shy of each other. They kind of hissed at each other and they've been playing under the door for all day yesterday. And now today they're doing really good. They get along pretty well. I think both of them are actually tuckered out to the point where they're taking a nap. So I will definitely have a nice sleepy kitty tonight instead of a kitty that's keeping me up all night. I'm looking forward to a good night's rest finally. So I was kind of glad my daughter brought her grandbaby because it's definitely keeping Misha from bugging me. LOL. At first, I didn't think that the two would get along, but they seem to be getting along really, really well. I'll be honest with you, I think Misha was kind of lonely and could use the company. Sounds like you need another one. No, no, Rip. No. Don't even suggest that, Rip. No more babies in this house. I have enough of them. I already have some outside kitties too that stay in a warm heated garage that need more attention, I think, than what they're getting. But my youngest daughter is supposed to be taking care of them, and she keeps hanging out with her friends and forgetting to take care of them. So then I have to go take care of them. It's been kind of an a responsibility thing trying to teach her that hey, you can't just run off and go do things. You have responsibilities. And I told her she ain't getting no more pets till she starts taking care of the ones she's got. Hi, Mystic. How are you? Okay. Now, I get these big rocks in the front. But first, I want to get a little bit of green back here that shows. So, black I will set aside and close for now. kinda want even tinier. I wonder if that one looks tinier. Maybe I'll go with that one. Yeah, all good, thanks. How are yours? Pretty good. Duke's got a cold. Hey, it's the mysterious gamer. How are you? Haha. Dukeist of the Dukeist. Haha. Yeah, I got cooties. No, you don't. You got a cold. Mystic, he caught it from the nurse he went to go see the other day when he get his blood pressure checked. That's what I'm thinking. Oh. Here's a rumor that'll start about you, Duke. You got the cooties cold from the nurse. Told you to quit going to that clinic. Poor Duke. Cooties, that's like 1990. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Leave it to Duke to bring up the old cootie thing. Okay, maybe some here. All right, let's get these rocks done though. Okay. You Americans, tisk tisk. What are us Brits gotta do with ya? Hee hee. What are you gonna do? Hopefully make a better country for us. That would be helpful. I personally would love to have a queen running our country. We had a queen, my favorite queen, Elizabeth II. Yeah. I like the idea of having a country run by a queen. It just seems like they don't have as many issues with crime, and The medical is real good. I even heard, is this true, Mystic, that after you have children or like a child, a baby, that they literally have nurses that come to your home and help you take care of the baby for like the first 3 weeks? Like you have somebody to do dishes and clean house? I was curious. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I would have gave anything for that. I was struggling so bad. I needed so much help after my kids were born. I'm surprised they don't have nothing like that here. It's kind of sad, really. Our healthcare system is horrible, and it's just so much worse now than it was even just a year ago. And then the whole insurance scam stuff. That's what gets me. It's like even my therapy hours got cut because of the way they want to run the insurance. It's like you pay for insurance to cover these expenses, and yet the insurance don't even want to cover the expenses. Kate is now Kate is now queen now, right? Oops, missed one. That's true. We call them midwives. Yeah, we used to have something similar to that called midwives too. But our midwives were more like they come to our homes and then help us birth at home, which I would have loved to have that option, but guess what? Our insurance didn't cover that. So, which made it even worse because I would have loved to have my children at home, both of them. That would have been a lot less stressful and a lot less issues. My mental health for each kid was so difficult for me. I don't even know how I got through it, be honest with you. Uh, Duke Retro Farmer, Queen on the next of the throne. Yeah, it almost makes me want to move to a like different country because this one I just don't. I'm so done. So done. Camille is the next queen. Yeah. Oh, Rip says now it's King Charles, I believe. Yeah, but doesn't like because King Charles is he's married to Kate. They both kind of help each other run the country, don't they? I don't know. I don't know much about that stuff too much. I don't get out much when it comes to different countries and stuff. Definitely got my curiosity. Trying to think how I want to continue this part here or how I want to make it look. I think I want to add some rocks here in the water like it's shallow. A big one in here, little one there. How does that go, Duke? Little tree here, little tree there. Happy little tree. Got a happy little tree here, little happy rock here and there. Because this is where all the fish are. The fish are in this rock bed here. See, I got this all figured out. Uh, King Charles is married to Camilla. Oh, okay. Your skyline is looking gorgeous. Thank you. LOL. See you later, everyone. Oh, you're heading out, Jar? Okay. It was nice to see you, though. I know it's pretty boring. Sometimes painting can be pretty boring if, you don't paint and stuff, so. But I appreciate you coming by. I really do. Um, I missed a generation. I forgot about Charles and Camille. Yeah, I guess I didn't really. So is Camille older than Kate then? She must be like, I guess I don't know how the whole family thing works with that. Oh, JR, not boring at all. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I worry sometimes if the streams are kind of boring, adding all this stuff and whatnot. So I think I'm going to add a rock in here too to give it a little more depth. And then I'll add the shades for the rocks so they look more realistic in a second, and the grass and all that fun stuff. I enjoy. Thank you. Not boring at all. Well, that's good. I know Duke, he's got a new project he needs to talk about at some point. So the other day, guys, my kids talked me into going to Walmart. And at Walmart, I was looking in the kids' Lego section. And you'll never guess what I came across. I found Duke a Lego Back to the Future DeLorean. And I told him that I got it for him under one condition, guys, that he had to put it together live streaming. So hopefully, when he gets to feeling better, he will do that for us. Mystic says Duke soon as Charles and Kamala, yeah, they will be the king and queen of England. Rip says it's not boring when you see it coming to life. Ah, Duke, Lego my ego. Really, Duke? Really? Mystic says, ugh, Duke, better do it. Yep. I am the horrible sister that sets him up all the time, and I'm surprised he doesn't get he probably frustrated with me. He's like, yeah, she set me up for another fail. He likes doing that stuff. It's good for him. Gives him something to do. He likes being live, so let's give him something to do. Other than Farm Simulator, which seems to be the only thing he wants to do all the time. So I figure a good change up would do him some good. Right, Duke? So excited. I hope William and Kate are the king and queen of England. Yeah, I really like her and him both. They seem very down to earth people, and they seem to really like the kids, and they're not afraid to be out in public, and you know, I don't know much about them, being from the US and all, but I like her style. I like how she does things. Well, if you're bored. Yeah, exactly. If you're bored, Duke. If you're bored. He loves that. He loves it when I say that. You need something to do, Duke. And I'm sure a lot of people would love to watch you put one together. I mean, I think that's gonna be a really cool thing, watching you put together that DeLorean. I still can't believe they made a DeLorean. I mean, that just floored me. I when I seen that for him, it was a little spendy, but in the long run, to find one like that really it just made me excited. I couldn't wait to get home and give it to Duke and have him look at. He didn't seem surprised as much as I was, you know? So, rip. Yes, I want to see him get frustrated. LOL. Yeah, yeah, it's funny when Duke gets frustrated. Well, you remember that time, Rip, when you were over and Duke was playing um what was it called? Not badminton, but what's the name of that? What Forrest Gump played. Um that and Duke tried to play that and he was doing really good at first. He was bragging. He gets all excited when he does something and he's doing really well. And then all of a sudden my husband just whooped his butt and he was so frustrated in the end. And it was so funny to watch them two go at it trying to win that. Mystic says, I met them both. I was nervous and they had the loving, caring time. Aw, that's cool. Duke says, Gen X, we don't even know the meaning of the word bored. Rip, she is a real inspiration, all she has gone through. Who are you talking about, Rip? Kate? If you're talking about me, I'm boring. I'm not that exciting. She is a real inspiration. Okay, that's the same thing I read. There's such a delay in this at times. I might have to get a smaller brush for these littler rocks. The only thing I don't like is when I go back and forth, my camera shakes a little bit, and I don't know how. I wonder if I pull it just a little away from the table, if that will make a difference. Hopefully. Oh, yeah, that makes a difference. Good. Okay. Sorry about all that shaking, guys. I think I resolved that issue. I think Rip is talking about Kate. Oh, okay. I thought so too. I wasn't real sure, but that would make more sense. Rip, you too, but I was talking about, yeah. I didn't know you knew Kate that well, Rip. I mean, I don't even know her too well either, but I from what I've seen from the news and the media, she just seems really wholesome, really down to earth, and that's kind of what we need right now is somebody like that, somebody that is wholesome, honest, upfront. We need a new beginning. This what's going on now is just too much. Damn it, I was saying that Kate. LOL. Mystic says she is. There was a movie I watched the other, I don't know, maybe a few months ago that had what the heck's her I think it was Meryl Streep who played or no, was it Meryl Streep or was it trying to think. Maybe it was Helen Mirren that played the queen? Somebody played the queen, and the movie was really, really good. I really liked it. I think it was Helen Mirren. At least I think that's her name. Helen Mirren something. Either way, I couldn't stop watching it. It was really good. I think I'm gonna get some darker green. Well, no, I don't know if I want green. Water always has such a strange effect, so I want to make sure I get some white and some shading in here to bring out the water in the background here. Helen, yes. Okay, that's good. That is awesome. Oh, I'm reading backwards. Mystic says, I broke down in tears when I met her and she said to me, "Don't cry, you lovely." Oh, that would have made me cry more. Lately, I have been so sensitive to crying. I usually back then when I was going through my stage 2 of the healing process with the illness I have, I couldn't cry. I couldn't show emotions. I was fighting the therapy so bad all the time, and now all of a sudden I'd cry at the drop of a hat. It's so annoying. I mean, it's a good thing, it's a very good thing to finally be able to show emotions, but ugh, I don't know. Um, Mystic says Helen Marin or Marin. I think it's 2 R's. Duke says in the late 90s, all you heard about on the news was the big divorce, Princess Diane, then the bad car crash. Yeah. Princess Diane, she was such an inspiration because she basically kind of changed the world with her new ethics, and people didn't like it. People didn't like the change. Even though the change wasn't a bad thing, it was a good thing. She was trying to, say you don't have to follow these old order, cult-like traditions. You can be who you want to be, and a lot of people didn't like that. I think even the queen had an issue with her new style and her way of doing things. I don't know the whole story behind it. I do believe I watched the video a few times about it, but Rip says that was heartbreaking. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I even watched a few documentaries on it because I wanted to know more about the story. And sometimes it things just get to me, and that story, that one got to me, the documentary behind that one. I was actually watching usually like I get up and I work every day. I get up and I get my chores done, and before I even eat breakfast, I have to have my chores done. And after that, I treat myself now because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to reward yourself for what you've done. And so I like to either read, paint, or sit down to a really good documentary. And the other day, it come out not too long ago with Naomi Judd, who passed away from, I do believe it's like a suicide or something. And her daughters made a documentary the other day and talk about really good. It's called Truth Be Told by with Winona and Ashley. And they talk about how their mom struggled with mental illness and how she got through quite a bit of it. But I was shocked and so sad in the end when they said how she took her life. And it wasn't even really the mental illness that took her, it was the pain she endured from her body and from what she was going through. You know, a lot of times when you get older, if you don't heal your mental illness at a young age, it literally causes more ailments as you age. And I could relate so much. And it was just, If you get a chance to watch the documentary, please do. I think I was even talking to my mother about it. I told my mom, I said, "You need to watch it. It's really good." Um, Mystic says, "Duke, please stop talking about her. I was 3 years old when she saw when just talking about her. I was 3 years old when she saw my mother, which she held me as a baby." Oh, that's cute. And kind of sad too. Yeah, he can change the subject if it bothers you. "I remember that day I slept in Princess Diana's arms." Oh my goodness. I That is a story to not be ashamed of, Mystic. That's amazing. Um, Duke put, "Wow, that is special." Duke says, "That is awesome that she held you. That means you will always have a connection with her." Yeah. Yeah, that's a good that was something that was meant to happen for a reason. I think there was even a book written too at one point. But anyway, yeah, if you guys are a big country fan, if anybody's a big country fan, recommend the Winona and her daughter or her sister Ashley's new documentary they got out. It was really, really good. For a while, I even had to stop watching some movies because I had just quit smoking, and it seemed like anytime I seen somebody light up, oh, it just bothered me. Being a smoker for like 30 years, you know, even though I'm 43. I started smoking when I was very young. I think I was like 14, and yeah, something like that. I can't remember for sure, but either way, it was like I had to avoid stuff till I could adjust myself to not wanting something like that. I had to do that with a lot of my bad habits. I literally had to like back away from something till I could adjust to being exposed to it, again. "This means you will always have a connection." Mystic says, "I really wish Princess Diana was my mother." Mystic says, "Is that on Netflix?" No, I do believe it was Hulu I watched it on. It might be on Netflix though. Yeah, it's just called The Judd's Truth Be Told. So again, The Judd's Truth Be Told is what it was called. And it's really, really, really well done. Really, really well done. I think I'm gonna skip on doing this till I get the ducks done. Rip says, "Wonderful memories for you, Mystic." Mystic says, "Those memories will never leave me." Rip says, "I'm gonna watch as I can, but gonna start supper." Yeah, I bet you, Rip, I bet you your family would really like to see that. So, especially your dad. So, Duke says, "Mystic, yeah, but would you want the responsibility of being a prince and have to Yeah, that is true. There are its downfalls. Running a whole country would be, exhausting. Yeah, there's always the benefit of things and then the not so good benefit of things. That would be a benefit that I wouldn't want. Duke Big Stick says, I know it will be exhausting, but running a country will be an honor. Yes and no. I mean, can you imagine having to make such harsh decisions for everything? I don't know if I could do something like that. I mean, if you think you can handle something like that, that is really great. But me, the responsibility of having to like make decisions for the world, or well, not the world, but your country. Ooh, I don't know if I could do that or not. There are some women though that really are good at taking care of the political part of things and truth be told, I can't. Yeah. I was thinking that. It'd be neat to I mean, it's a nice thought because you have a big heart and the idea of what needs to be done, but to have to do it and then figure out like all the paperwork and the things behind having to run a country. Ooh. I think the most thing that people want today is, somebody to run the country that has a heart, that is going to do things honestly and make decisions based on, the people on what they want, you know. Of course, what do I know? I'm not much. I'm just a tiny part of this world that happens to be here. Had a little water in here. See if I can get this to round out a little better. I just want to be me. Yep, that's the same. I think that's what I tell most people. Just try to love yourself and make the best of things as you can. And you've been through enough stuff, Mystic. Like me, we just don't deserve any more pain than we've already had, you know? I think people forget that, there's things in life that have more meaning than to win favor over something or to gain some popularity contest. It's like my therapist said the same thing last week. She's just like, is it really worth trying to, you know, be something you're not? And I said, no, I didn't. And I don't want that. I want to work on stuff like this. Do I like doing mental health stuff? Yes, I do. But I also love reading and I like learning new things. So I have to make a decision and just do what I want to do, whether other people enjoy that or not. And then there's stuff like this where I get to paint and chat with y'all. Duke says, I'm sure Mystic could do a better job than our current leader. Yeah. But we won't get into that, Mystic. The only thing that can't runs the country is the prime minister. The only thing that makes you you is doing things you love. Exactly. It's like even like my artwork. If I made it into like a business where I had to paint for other people, I would probably lose touch with it. And Duke can tell you, I have done that where I've tried to, you know, do orders and stuff, and I literally fail at it because it's too complicated. So it's just easier for me to um, do stuff like this instead. Where I'm painting stuff that I want to paint, and if somebody decides they want it, they will tell me, and I don't really. Is it nice to have a little extra income? Yeah. But the fact that I'm disabled, I'm only allowed, I think it's 800 a month, and I'd never meet that guideline because I just don't, you know. So I do all my artwork on a donation basis, and I've given artwork to people that can't afford it and they want artwork or they want something to hang up in their living room. And I'm more honored to have my stuff hung up and looked at than charge an arm and a leg for it. I love your artwork, Shadow. The 3D effect is beautiful. Thank you. I learned that from my mother. My mother was an artist. It's unfortunate that now she has Parkinson's, so she don't get to do this much anymore. She'll guide me if I get stuck with an issue. She can help me fix the issue usually. But yeah, she slowed down a lot. She used to do like paint church walls and you name it. I mean, she used to work for the RCA paper too. She was pretty famous back in her day. But then back then, we didn't have AI either, you know. We didn't have computers to print out, what we wanted. Not like today. And I think that's why even artwork is kind of dying because um we just don't have that anymore. Now, that ends there. So I think I'm going to have to, because I don't want to start this duck in this log till I get some water background shaded in, because otherwise I'll just end up covering the duck with smears. Mystic says, oh, all right, got that already. Okay. Now I want to make some ripply effects here. See what I mean by if I didn't do the water first, the duck would get covered with lines? It's always best to try to do the water first and then the duck later. I wish, like, this camera here the lighting is so crappy that it's hard to. I wonder if I tried a different mode, if it would bring out a better. That does kind of help. There we go. There you can see it a little better. I'm gonna be adding some wheat, seaweed, and grass and stuff in here too in a little bit, but first I want to. Duke says AI, aka Cyberdyne Systems, become self-aware soon. 2029 is only 4 years away. Yeah, no kidding. The Terminator movie warned us. Yeah, isn't that something? And I just watched Terminator not too long ago because I love the movie. And it is crazy because even Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about those issues as well. And the funny thing is, I was shocked to find out Trump hates Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know why, but he does not like him at all. And Arnold did an interview not too long ago talking about today's issues in the world and stuff. And I was shocked to see how, he talks about being an immigrant himself and how people deserve fair chances. And I just loved how he explained things. How much would it cost me for you to do a Robin painting for me? I don't charge. I'll paint it, and whatever you donate is whatever you donate. I have to go on a donation basis because of my disabilities. Um, so if I did a Robin painting, I could definitely, um, and you have my Discord, so if you want, I can give you, we'll share information that way, and you just kind of, what you can do is, go online and Google, uh, photographs of robins that you like, and then send them to me, and I will do one that is very similar. I can't copy a painting because that's copyright, obviously. But what I can do is I can copy the way the bird is sitting and its colors and then give it a different background. Yes, please. Okay. I have a few mushrooms left, and I have a little board like this. If you notice, these are just little wood boards. See, little wood signs. I have a round one of these, and then I have a few mushrooms left, and it'll be up to you what you would like it on. And what I'll do is I will ship it first, and I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how you send payment for something like that either if you wanted to donate. Um, I've never done that before. I'd almost have to hook you up with somebody that has those kind of accounts because I don't do PayPal or nothing, um, unfortunately. Yeah, you do. It was under Monarch 83. I don't know. Yeah, you do. It was under Monarch 83. I don't know if you remember that or not. Or at least it should still be up there somewhere. I can send you a message just so you remember which one I was. Because that's how we met in the first place was Discord. So, LOL, me neither. Yeah, the only thing I wouldn't know how to do is if you wanted to donate, how to get that. I don't know how you do that. That's why I kind of do everything locally. I guess Duke would have to maybe help me figure out. I don't know. We'll discuss it in Discord sometime and figure out something for it. I'll have to redo these rocks because you see it's overlapping with that. All right. Yeah. LOL, me neither. Rip says wrap it in some bubble. Yeah, it's sending it. I don't think would be the problem, Rip. The problem would be if he wanted to donate. How would he do that? And I don't. I guess I've really never done payment when it come to online, so I'd have to figure something out for that. Mystic says, yeah, money order maybe. Yeah, but I don't know if the UK does money orders, Duke. Just thinking, do you have a family member who has PayPal or something? My oldest daughter does. I guess we'll discuss it sometime, Mystic. We'll figure it out. And the main thing would just be making sure you get the item, and it'd be up to you how to figure out how to if you wanted to give a little something for it or not. So like I said, it's 100%. I just like doing it. So I love painting and doing this stuff. So I wouldn't be too worried about if I couldn't figure out a way to, donate. It's like these ducks and stuff. I have that deer one is still sitting vacant. I still have not found a home for that. The butterfly one I did, that one needs a home yet. And this one too, it will be just sitting here till somebody claims it. Sometimes my daughter, she'll take them to like what do you call it? Where they have art fairs, you know, and she'll sell them for me sometimes. Um, I have or had PayPal, but I haven't used it in years. Maybe might be expired. Yeah, I don't know if PayPal expires or not. Would it be better if I send you the picture so you can paint it to put it in would it be better if I send you the picture so you can paint it to put in your house? Oh no, what I'm saying is you find a picture on Google of a robin you like, and then you can send it to me through Discord, and then I will use part of that image, cuz pictures are kind of protected by copyright, but if you change the background and change the image, but you like how the bird sits, basically send me a bunch of different pictures and tell me what you like in each one, and I can add whatever to the picture. Usually is how it kind of works. At least that's the easiest way anyway. Now I'm wondering if I should. No, I kind of like the swampy look the way it's looking right now. I think I'll do the log next. Okay, okay. Makes it easier. Okay, no problem. I can't change it. Can't change what? I'm a little confused. You'll have to explain better. Let's see here. I think this log I want to make into like an oak with bark and maybe some moss. I think that'd be really pretty. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. I think I'm gonna go that route. Yeah, a darker log, and then when I do like this grass, I think it'll pop out better too. Hold on, got a message on Discord from Mystic. Let me check. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, oak bark and moss. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think it'd make the picture pop out more, especially with the ducks being brighter. I think I want a flat brush for this. Oh, this must be bumping the table again. Yeah, basically, Mystic, if you just send me whatever kind of, if you have a few different pictures you really like of a robin, I can kind of put them together, and you'll have to decide if you want it on something like this or a mushroom. I mean, you can even, there's even, I've painted, something like this would be easier to ship, but I've even done like pots and pans and stuff where I find like old pots and pans in the garbage and people throw them out. And if the backs are flat, I can paint on them. So I'll turn old, you know, rustic pots and pans into works of art too. It was the same with old tables, like, when I did for the Legion, they had some old tables that, I'll sand up and fix up. That, of course, would be impossible because I couldn't ship tables, but little stuff like this isn't bad. I don't know what it'd be to ship in the UK area. I know the price goes up when you ship to UK. That would probably be the only thing that I would be really thankful that you covered would be the shipping, because shipping. Oh, I sent to Sweden once. I sent a box to Sweden, and it was a bigger item than this, but I think it was like 20 some dollars to ship it there because it was out of country. Mystic sent me a photo and we'll just send it to your email, sis. Okay. Only one Mystic? If you have like a few more other pictures, that helps a lot because then I can kind of take stuff out of each picture. Because remember, I don't want to copyright. So if you have a few different pictures, different angles, backgrounds you like, stuff like that. It's like even this picture here, the ducks I have in one picture, the background I'm actually doing freehand. The log was in the other picture that I'm looking at, but I changed the way the log looks, and I'm changing the color of the log and the branches. So that helps a lot. And this is actually a hole in the log I'm going to add. I will, hang on. Okay. Yeah, you got a little while to send whatever, because I probably won't get started on it right away, but when I get it figured out. Basically, I'll probably see what you sent me. Um, and again, you got to let me know, do you want it on something like this or do you want it on like a mushroom? Because I do have a few mushrooms left my mom did up yet. These are flatter and easier to paint on, so I can get more detail. The mushrooms have a little bit of a roughness, so they are a little difficult, but 100% up to you. Duke buddy. I love to be on heart. Okay. Okay. Now we just got to get some shading and bark in here and some black. Turn it into a tree, shall we? Yeah, just when you can, Mystic, just write what you like in all 3 images and I will add it to one solid picture then. I'm going to do a square one because that'd be a little easier. Sometimes I have to change to a square because the square shaped brush because it gives better bark. It gives better bark, as you can see. Okay. It's kind of not glopping the way I'd like it to. One more one is not a robin, it's something for America. Okay. Okay, that's that's me done. Okay. I'll take a look at it after because I really can't. I'm with the live going on. I can't go on my email or nothing right now. Okay, now we need to add some light tan, make that come to life just a little more, and some white, and then some moss. Okay. All right, I have the light one. This looks like a pretty good color. Bird pics should be in your email when you get time to check. Yeah, I'll check it out later. All right, now I gotta get this tree done and then the bird nest and all these tiny little details. There we go. Let's see here. I want Duke says, should I do the heart thing? Click click click. Really, Duke? Really? Goofy. Mystic, looking stunning. Thank you. All right, now I think I'm going to add some black in here and then some moss. A brush should be jealous. Really, Mystic? Oh, I don't think so. Oh, thank you for that. That was, that was a good one. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna add this little bit of moss here. Oh, I'm bumping the mirror again, or the camera. I think we'll have a little moss here. Moss is always kind of fun to do because you just add a little black to the background and then dab a little bit of green and it just pops right out. And then I just got to add the white lines a little bit to make it extend. Get some there. Okay, now I need my fuzzy wuzzy brush. Duke says, "Be right back. My teeth are swimming. Gotta go pee." Bob Ross, who? Trying to find a sketcher brush here. There's one. When I do my doppy dops, I need a nice fluffy brush. All right, let's do some doppy dops here. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably a fancy word for moss that, you know, when you do painting, but I have no idea what that's called. So I call them doppy dops. And we got to start out with the dark green first, so it's got a little bit of a color to it. GTG, guys, bit sleepy. Well, if you're sleepy, it's okay if you gotta go. Rest is always needed, and rest is always wanted. There's some moss. I think I'll add a little here too. Okay, there's the dark. Now, into the light we go. That feels better. I had to relieve the pressure. Did you add velocity to that, Fred? Wow, looking great. I just got done cooking. Well, that's good. Don't feel like doing math today. I suppose not. Oh. There, I got some moss in there. Now I just need to add some white. I like that. That's turning out pretty good. Maybe a little more here. A little more there. Want a mossy looking tree here for the water. There. That looks pretty mossy, huh? I just got to add the white. But before I do that, I should get some grass in the back here. I kind of want to shade in some green to make it look more swampy-ish, maybe? I don't know. I'm thinking. Thinking, guys. I'm thinking. You know how it is. They got the little swamp grass, and I want to get some shading in here. You know how ducks are. Ducks like swampy water. Sorta. I like that. That's a little better. And I think I'm going to add some more green around here too, because this is going to kind of shade. Oops, I don't want that much. Oops, hey, stay here, little painting. All right, I think I'm going to add some black and make some grass back here. Add small tree frog to log. You know, give the ducks something to. No, I'm not adding a frog. You know, it's not a bad idea, but I. No, Fred. No. Oh, leave it to my brother to come up with something like that. Oh. All right, time to add some grass in here a little bit. And I need to do that. I need some, let's see, I need a little bit of a darkness in here. Okay. Let's see here. You know, it's so funny. I've done so many different paintings, even like abstract and stuff. But my favorite has always been doing wildlife. And I don't know if it's because I grew up with my mother always doing wildlife or it's because I live in the wildlife, but I have a thing with doing grass and, deer or ducks or turkey. Chickens. I've done farm animals. I've done like old barns and I did a tractor. The only thing I struggled with was that last one that one thing I did for you guys with the deer was the round bales and cornfields. I don't know why, but I really struggle with like corn and weird things like that. I don't know why. Just do, I guess. Definitely need to get a little more swamp grass in here though. Got a little more character there. That looks really good, guys. That's panning out pretty nice. I'm liking this. This has got a lot of detail and it seems to be panning out pretty good. A log in the pond makes me think of turtles. Yeah. Actually, it's funny because I have a frog pond on my property, and the past 2 years in the spring when the turtles come out, I have been taking the turtles off the road because there are people here that are not very friendly and they have a thing with snapping turtles. They want to run them over. And so I try to get them off the road and I put them in my pond so they can thrive a little longer. But it's kind of sad because once in a while you get one that they literally killed. They ran over the shell, and it's so sad. I hate it when they do that. I mean, the thing is, turtles ain't hurting nobody. They ain't doing nothing wrong. Leave them alone. I don't know why people are so apt to do that, but it's sad. It's the same with frogs. People seem to be like scared of frogs. And don't get me wrong, there are some poisonous frogs around, in different countries. But around here, frogs are like they can't hurt you. They can't bite you. They are the most friendliest creature. Do they hop? Do they make noises? Do they stare at you? Yeah, but they don't bother me none. I'm thankful for their company, be honest with you. Okay. Uh, Duke says, "Yeah, I snap her to eat the ducks. See, it's the food chain. Ducks eat frog, for turtle eats duck." I can see that, Duke. Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's nature. Nature does has its own way of doing things. I think I'm going to add some tan. Actually, I think I want a light tan. I want to add in some dead grass with this because that gives it a little more character. See if I can get the camera to be a little less, not so bright. I don't know if that's. Oh well. Okay. Let's get some little bit of dead grass in here and some green. The reason I'm adding a little bit of dead grass is because in the nest there is grass that is not alive, and I kind of want to have that, shown that that's where they're getting the nest grass from is around them. It was funny when we first moved up here. My mom's cat was over all the time, and Ollie, and he ate the first two, which I was so mad. He got a hold of some baby ducks, and I saved the one, and I called the DNR asking them for help, and they're like, "Wow, if there's a pond nearby, just let it loose and let it go." And I was like, "Oh," and it was a baby mallard. I think there's a image of it here on Facebook too. I think, or not on Facebook. I think, or not on Facebook. Here on YouTube, I put up the image of the little duck, the little mallard. And yeah, it was just strange. The DNR didn't seem to really care, that it was saved. But when you do something like that, they're so beautiful. You see something like that, it's kind of fun and fascinating. And I wished I could have kept them, but I didn't have the supplies to feed the little guy. But he sure was adorable. He had his little beak, and I don't know. I like cute little things. So, all right, now let's get this grass in. Ooh, the detail in this one. Roofda. I can see that, Duke. That's pretty sweet, but I have to say they're pretty tasty. Yes, duck is a particular taste. Um, I had turtle once, but I didn't I didn't care for it. It had such a muddy taste to it. I've never had frog because I love my frogs. I can never eat one, but I have heard of people having frog legs and stuff. So, I mean, that's the thing. Nature does provide. If you need it, it's there, you know. Yeah, I've had some weird things in my life. I've had even like cow tongue, which is oh, it's so gross. And I've had liver, and that's gross. Things that I didn't want to eat, but was kind of forced to eat at the time. Um, Trying to think. I've had snake, I've had raccoon, I've had squirrel. Um, my husband even had me try bear once, and I did not like bear. It just tasted too greasy to me, and I don't know, it just tasted old to me. I don't like it. He likes it, but I don't like it. Even venison, I'm really particular on my deer venison. It's got to be a certain way. Very, very picky. Very, very picky. Nature, Duke says, nature can be cruel, but you got to let nature be nature. Yep, exactly. It's like people, they freak out if a cat kills a mouse. Well, it's part of nature. You know, cats in the wild have to eat. Is it cruel to watch? Yeah, sometimes, but it's nature. And when you grow up in this kind of environment, you learn really fast that you have to let nature do its thing. Because if you don't, you're going to mess up the cycle. And when you mess up that cycle, you're messing up the whole ecosystem really altogether. That's basically you're playing God. And you can't be doing that. You know, it's there's a reason for everything. The balance has to stay balanced. Okay, now I gotta get some white in here. Remember that Karen lady at the park that time with the deer? Just yes. Oh, I was so angry at her. And so me and Duke, we went to a really, really small wedding for a friend. We're talking like maybe 10, 12 people at most, and it was outside. So I decided I would challenge myself, go and help him to DJ. And when we got there, it was quiet, it was decent, and then all of a sudden this baby deer, little thing, not even probably a week or 2 old, come running out, and these little kids kept chasing it, and this mother was frantic, and she's just going around, and she's like, "We need to save it, we need to do this, we need to do that," and so I had said something about, "Well, call the DNR, they'll come get it, maybe the mother got hit, whatnot," and the DNR guy said that he had had numerous calls about this deer. Here to find out, there's a deer park right behind the park we were at, and the mother was there. And they basically said, "Leave the baby alone. It's fine. It has a mother." And this woman just would not let it go. She was crying, she was screaming, "How can you leave this little deer out here like this?" And we're just like standing there knowing that, nature has to take its course. This baby has a mom. What happens happens, you know I mean, can you save a deer and hand feed it? Yeah, I think the DNR do that in deer sanctuaries. But again, we're not trained professionals. She's not a trained professional. And she obviously had no clue what, baby deer are pretty resilient to things and they kind of survive on their own. They know how to hide. And that was the sad part because her kids would not stop chasing it. And it was like, just leave it alone. Yeah. I think I'm going to add some ripples here because this log, I'm sure, is bopping in the water. So I'm going to try to get some rippling. Maybe I better use my flat brush for that. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. That looks better. No, Jewel's not staying another night. She's gonna leave later tonight after she's left today. I'm babysitting the grand kitty. She left to go meet up with a friend to have dinner that she hasn't seen in a while. Old coworker. And then she's gonna come home, say hello, and then come take her baby, my grandbaby, and leave. And hopefully, I told her not to be gone too long, so baby don't get too, forget where she had fun at. But yeah, she's gonna leave tonight. So I wish she could stay another night, but she does have to work tomorrow, and she just with the snow and stuff. I'm surprised she wants to drive in the dark though. That kind of shocks me, but she's getting better at driving, so I'm not too worried. And the youngest one is off at her boyfriend's again. They went swimming with his family, so I have the house to myself, me and the kitties. And I think the kitties are taking a nappy. So I think they wore themselves out chasing and playing with each other, so which is awesome. I'm glad that Misha had somebody to play with. So it worked out pretty good. I was pretty happy with the results. Okay, now this nest. And I have to figure out, I think maybe, I think I'm going to do the bird first because the bird is behind the nest. So when you do paintings, you want to 3D things out. So if I was to do the nest first, the bird would get messed up in here. So I have to do the bird first with the feathers and then do the nest. Okay, time to do the bird. And the bird looks like it has browns and tans. So I need this color. I'm going to set my greens aside for now and bring all my browns out because females are usually brownish tan with a touch of gray, and they do have a little bit of blue in the feathers here, so I'm going to need some blue. I don't see any yellow. Even their beak, I am surprising. Their beak is actually kind of a grayish and blackish. They don't even really have the males, they have like orange in their beak. I guess the females really don't, looks like. So, all right, let's go with the light tan first and we'll get some feathers done. And I think I'm going to close my white for now because it always dries out so fast. I don't know what it is with white, but it seems like it dries out. It's the fastest drying part of my enamel paints. And I'm always having to clean the lids. I need to come up with some more of these little containers. I've had these for over 8 years and they're getting pretty worn out. So let's see here. I need some color. I don't know if I want a smaller brush to paint with. I'm going to leave that one soak a little bit. Maybe this one will work. Yeah, the boy ones are always really, really Duke. How did I not? I should have known you would say that. Yes, the boy ones are the pretty ones. Hmm. Leave it to Duke to bring up the fact that the boy has pretty colors. Yep, Duke, I hope you come back as a duck, because I know you like the pretty colors. Okay, that tan pretty much extends all the way through this bird's feathers, so I might as well just keep doing all. I mean, it's not, this is a skin color right now, but this is the undercoat, it seems to be, of the feathers, so I'm kind of trying to, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the undercoat, and then I'll go to the next color and the next color till I get it right. Now this part here kind of goes into a bluish, so I'm going to kind of go like that and fade it in later. And then her tail feathers, same color. Okay. She's got some blue in here though. Okay, so these are all tan down here. Brownish tan anyway. Only the boys are pretty. Rip says that's pretty normal. Yeah. Okay, these are blue. This goes into blue. It looks like this is all tan here too. Okay. And it just kind of goes into, okay. If y'all are wondering what I'm looking at for coloring, I wonder if I can turn this camera to show you. You see this little screen here? It has an image of the ducks, so I can get the coloring right for them. So basically, it's just a little screen that shows images. It doesn't show video. It just shows pictures. So then again, Duke says, but then again, it just makes it easier for the predators to see the pretty colors, so maybe the girls are smart. Yeah, let's go that route. Yeah, that's right. I can't believe how usually when I'm just painting, it only takes me a few hours, but when you stream, I am finding that it takes longer, but I suppose because you're looking at the comments, so I suppose you don't really paint as quickly, which makes sense. Okay. Now, I need to get some gray in here and some black. And then we have white again. And some blue. Oh, I should get this blue in right away. Yeah, she's got some really pretty blue in here that kind of pops out. Oops, wait a minute. Okay, I went too far. That's actually supposed to be white, so I'll have to fix that. I made a boo-boo. Here comes Duke with his boo-boo police. You don't even know my boo-boo, so shut up. Okay, so she's got some blue in here. It kind of fades into more blue. Oh, I see. They're kind of turned. Whoops. I can fix that. Okay. Is that all she's got? Yeah, that's pretty much all she has. Well, that's strange. Okay. Now, we need to get in some gray. And then some black and some white. So I'll get the gray and white. Oh, that's got a hair on it. That's a kitty hair. Rip says, not sure on the one Duke. LOL, the males maybe give themselves up for the ladies. Really? Rip, in nature, sacrifices have to be made. Come on now. Yep, survival of the fittest. You guys would be gone first. Oh, y'all. I have time for this. Leave it to you guys to go that route. I'm not even gonna, yeah. Smart Alex. Looks like she's even got some gray going on in here, so I gotta get the dark brown out too and give her more shading yet before I add the white. But I want to make sure her colors are good. Yeah, and she even kind of has like a bluish gray beak, which I'm trying to think how to. I'd almost have to mix the gray and the blue to get her beak color right, which I can do. And the white and the black will make it pop more when I get done. All right, now I need some brown and then some white. Okay, where's my dark brown? I think I had this one open. Nope, I didn't. I didn't shake this one up yet. Which one did I shake up? Was it this one? Nope, wasn't that one. Oh, come on. One of these was open. I just got to figure out which one. That one. Nope, not that one either. Oh, for Pete's sake. I have too many colored browns here, guys. I do way too, there it is. I do way too many deer. So I have to have like every color brown to do the animals correctly. Duke says, I'm just the ugly duckling in this story. No, stop. You are not. Not an ugly duckling. Ornery, maybe. Ornery duckling. Lazy duckling. That's more accurate. That description you fit. Hmm. I'm just waiting for the Gretchen response. How dare you? It's coming, guys. Okay, we have a little bit of under here. Someday I will turn into a beautiful swan. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Me too, Duke. Oh, I think Duke's feminine side's coming out tonight. Are you on any kind of medication tonight, Duke? Leave it to Duke to, yeah. All right, now we need to get the white on this duck. And I see she has white around her eye. And then she has white around her beak. She even got a little bit of white up here, so I think that's mostly shading, though. I think I'm gonna have to shake this white again. This, if you notice, it gets so tacky. It slows me down. I don't answer questions. Plead the fifth. Okay, Duke. Okay. If that's the route you want to go. I think what scares you is the fact that I know you too well. I know just how you are, Duke. But you know, I also love you for the way you are, dude, so you're fine. No matter how Duke is, no matter how old he gets, he will always, always be my brother. Even if I get mad at him, even if he makes me mad, I will always, always love him. Will he accept my love? No. He is so ornery, especially when it comes to emotions. Duke is very, very stubborn. Let's see here. Okay, so she's got a bunch of white in here, which I gotta add. No, I think my oldest is back from her date, well, her coworker visit. Okay, now she had these white feathers in here, which are very, very tiny, but they're there. Gotta be his cold. Yeah, me, that's what I'm thinking, Rip. I'm thinking that medication he's taking for his cold got to his head or something, because he's bragging like no tomorrow right now. You think you know, but you don't know everything. Then you know who the boss is. Oh no, it's getting deep, guys. It's getting deep. I'm painting. I'm staying out of this. May the cousins battle. All right. I'm on a live, honey. Sorry, my daughter just got home and she's very loud announcing, "Hey, I'm home." Um, nope, that's not Jewel. That's the younger one. Rip says, even if he gets old and crabby? Yes, even though he gets, yep. He's definitely got the crabbiness. That's for sure. There's no denying that. And the stubbornness that to think he's right all the time. That's the other hard part with him. There ain't no arguing with him, that's for sure. Come on, White, work with me here. Go. Okay, now this birdie has lots of little white dotties all over here. And I find if you just kind of go shoop, 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 it makes a beautiful pattern for our little ducky here. And they kind of fade into smaller, bigger dots as you go along. But in the front, there are a whole bunch of little tiny dots. And then all of a sudden, they kind of go in a line like that. There. She's so cute. Oh, she just needs some black. Rip says, sorry, but I gotta leave. I will be watching for you next one if I'm able to. Sounds good, Rip. So I know you got things to do, so okay. Now let's get some black on this duck so she stands out a little more. Yeah, I thought I thought if I did the background it'd be a little bit of a shorter live, but it takes a while to do this. Okay, so she's got above her beak here a little bit of darkness. So we're going to add that. And she's got a little bit of black around her eye here. And we definitely got to get it on her beak. So she's a very tiny detailed duck. Very, very tiny detailed. But there we go. I got to add a white dot in her eye yet, but that'll be easy peasy. Hardest part is getting all the outline. I actually have never done the female mallards. I usually only have done the males, so this is kind of new for me for the female one here. Let's see here. Yeah, she's a very, very pretty duck. I'm used to usually doing turkey feathers, so this is a little bit different than turkeys. Duke says, if you feel the stream is too long, can always split and do it into 2 parts. I could, but I don't mind sitting here painting it and finishing it. So, I mean, if you've got stuff to do, Duke, that's okay. You can pop in and out as you please. I'm going to try to finish this one in one stream, I think, because it's so close with just him and then the water and the rocks. So I don't mind. There, she's looking really, really nice. I'd like to get a little more shade in here with her. There we go. She's really cute, guys. I'm really liking how she's looking. And she's almost done. There, got a little eyeball in there. And I'd like to get her little whiteness in her beak here a little more. There. She's cute. I like her. Now, for this nest, I think I'm going to add black and then maybe some tan and some yellow, maybe to, I don't know. I have to think on this a minute. I think I'm going to go, I know I need black, that's for sure. Because that's going to give me the look I need, I think. You should borrow my big long tripod and set it on the floor. Then when you shake the table, the camera won't shake. Sorry, yeah, I keep scooting it away from the camera. So see now when I shake it, it scoots back on its own. So this camera's not really the greatest either. Yeah, if you shut the door. Just keep it down. Please, love you too. Sorry, my daughter was asking me if she could watch TV a little bit, and I said, yep, but you gotta keep it down. I mean, I could split this into two, but I'd rather not. I'd rather just, because I know most people just kind of skip ahead to see how it turns out anyway. So I figure even if it's quiet, I don't mind. I've sat for up to 6 hours doing a painting when I feel good, you know. You'd think it would get to me, but it's very grounding for me. And I sleep really well after I do paintings. Like I sleep really, really well. It seems to be help with like triggers and stuff like that.
Julie has to spend another night.
She does?
Roads are too bad.
Oh, that's fine. Well, she can just sleep in Dad's bedding because it's
That's what I
just
said.
been washed.
Can I
Alright.
show you some?
I'm on a live right now. Later. When I'm done with the painting, we'll hang out. Sorry. Okay. There. I think I got this nest. I kind of wanted to make it a little wider because it just didn't seem right. Just a little bit ahead. Okay. Now we need to add some yellow and some tan and maybe a little bit of green grass. Well, no, green grass wouldn't be green because it'd be dead grass for a nest. So we will add it that way. Oh, but my brown's being tacky now. I have to shake it up some. Okay. Yeah, it's like tiny pieces of straw strung all over, so that's what we're gonna give it. Okay. Now let's give it some brown and yellow. Maybe this brown would be better. Okay, now okay. Yeah, I'm not going to add a lot of yellow because it'll be too much, but the yellow should give it a distinct look between what's a nest and what isn't, hoping. There, I like that. I think she looks pretty nice. Okay. Although, I don't know, I think I might have to add some shade under her bum there so she don't blend in so much with the... Yeah, she's got like a round breastplate here, so we kind of want to like add that. Oh, hello, Miss Misha. That's where you were up there, huh? Were you napping? 1 second, guys. I gotta let my cat out. Oops, oh, the table.
Come on, baby. Come on. Go outside and see Jenna. There you go.
All right, there. Kitty should be happy. Ooh, my legs got a little stiff sitting so long. Duke, yes, Kitty. You pipped right up as soon as you heard the cat, huh? She was taking a nap in the loft. I think she was tired from my grandkitty tormenting her the last few hours. Right, I think I'm gonna move this camera upward just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think that wore her out pretty good, playing all day with the grandbaby. Okay, there. I think that ducky is done. I think it's coming along pretty good, don't you guys? See? Looking pretty good. It always seems like it shows better when I'm sideways than a flat because of the glare. I don't really know how to solve that problem. If I could turn it somehow so the glare would go away, that would be good. Yeah, my natural sunlight or my natural lighting from outside finally died out, so now I'm stuck with this lampy look. Okay, now let's finish him up and then we should be pretty much done. And this little bit here. So he has kind of a bluish green. Let's see here. Oh, hi, Tree of Life. Good evening, everyone. Do you paint from reference photos? Yes, I do. What I do is I will use images from photographs, or other paintings to look at like the features of like the ducks, but then I change the backgrounds, change their features slightly, the coloring. So I'll show you right over here. See this little screen? It shows the ducks and stuff, but the coloring is way different. The logs are way different. The water's way different. So I change things to be my own. So like this has like pine trees, more green. The nest is different. The logs are different. But I use, because I can't see dimensions real well, I have to use something to help with that. So okay, now I need blue again. And I'm going to need dark blue. This one's going to be a little more challenging. So where's my dark blue? There it is. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, I also need to fix this one end of the duck because she didn't get finished by this spot. I just noticed I missed something. Forgot to finish her bum. There. That's better. I'd like to give her a little more cheek here too. I can. There, that's better. Give her a little more movement here. There. Much better. All right. Now, let's get him finished up here. He has like a dark blue. Oh, that's not coming in real clear. I think I have to shake my blue up just a little more. Okay. Yeah, and if you have any other paint questions, you're more than welcome to ask. I answer them as best as I can. Or any questions in particular, I guess. Okay, where's my green? I need the dark green. Actually, I think it'd be more of a medium green the way he kind of looks. Wait for my bubble to pop. Pop, bubble. Bubble didn't want to pop. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of blue in here. Now I need my white again. Suppose I could close my brown. Where's the lid for brown? What did I do? Yep, I put the wrong color on the wrong one. Well, that figures. Okay, that one goes on that one. All right. Sometimes I get the lids mixed up too. I'm working on something. Okay. Oops, my white is sticking. I just want to finish my duck. All this probably would have been done an hour ago. It's just when you stream and you're checking comments and stuff, seems to take a little longer to paint. Okay, so this goes up here. And he's got a little bit here, shady. I was shocked to see mallard ducks. They literally have like red eyes. It's kind of pretty. It's all going amok as she tries to finish her duck. What is with your rhyming tonight? Oh my goodness, Duke. Duke's got to be on some kind of cold medications. Duke. Okay, I need a red eyeball, orangish reddish eyeball, I guess. See if I can get this so it kind of goes orangish red because I don't want like an all red eye. I think they're like an orangish red if I am correct. And so tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay, let's get a little orange in there to bring it into color more. There we go. Itty bitty, teeny tiny. I gotta do the same thing with the beak. The beak is like a reddish, orangish thing. Same thing there. Like has a little bit of red at the beginning, and then that should be good enough for the red. Oh no, because he's got a red chest too. Like a pinkish reddish chest. Okay. I could rhyme other words, but this is a PG stream only. Well, yes and no. I have my channel set to 18 and above, but it's not like people actually follow the guidelines. No, my stream is a little more open to adults because I don't like having the restrictions. So no. But it doesn't mean you need to be saying things either. Duke. Okay. Yes, they are tree of life. Wood ducks are some of the prettiest ducks. They are, and they're kind of hard to paint too. They're a little bit complicated. I'm finding that out. Let's see here. I want black for that. Well, and you guys know me. I try to get in every tiny detail I can. I never used to be this bad with detail, but then as I get older, it seems like I just want more and more detail. I was surprised when I went back to see my artwork when I was very disassociative, and I was shocked to see the difference in my artwork being on that medication and being so disassociative compared to now. It just kind of floored me. Plus, I have states of mind that actually do artwork in different formats. So the mind does mysterious things. I will put it that way. Got to paint it in HD. I guess so. I gotta get some brown under his chin here. I see that wasn't done. Yeah, under here he's got some brown that needs to be covered. Some dark mucky browny water here, if I can do it. Oops, wrong color. Let's try a different color here. Maybe this one? Or maybe that one. I don't know. See if I can fix this little mistake I made here. Okay, then we need to add some brown. I always find little mistakes I make and then I gotta fix them. I guess that's the fun in painting though. Yay, yay. Okay. 4K. That's when you get the brush out with the single hair on it. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had a brush that tiny, but I've come pretty close. And I see he's got a little bit of white under his chin. There's always certain things that I struggle with, and beaks are one of them, and I don't know why. Something so simple as a beak you wouldn't think I'd struggle with, but I do. Looks a little better. All right, let's get his eyeball in here and that white there. So he looks a little more alive here. Go. Really? Come on, white. Don't be tacky. I think I need a smaller brush. Oh, tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay. All right. Now that's black under his chin there. That's black under his chin there. He's actually got like a pinkish reddish going on here. So I wonder if I mix some red and some brown in here, if I'll get that color. Kind of hoping so. And then he's got like these little white dots. So I think I'm going to add some red here. Okay, and then we'll add some brown. I keep opening the wrong brown. Where's the other one? There it is. And we'll add some white. Duke says, Duck walks into the bar, orders a drink. Bartender asks how you want to pay. Duck says, put it on my bill. That's That's a PG one. Okay. Okay. Almost done. Just gotta finish this duck off. Okay. Almost done. Just gotta finish this duck off. I can't see to paint any longer. Since I switched to making things with Sculpey clay, I'm using binoculars to see the TV. Whatever works. If that's helping you to get some painting done, that's awesome. I say any hobby that is grounding, that is healthy, is awesome. Usually when I do paintings, I'll do these and then I'll have them sped up on I'll edit the video and speed them up, which makes this a lot quicker. But I figure for this, people just come in and out and see how it's done. I wish my camera would show how well this is, though. Camera is the camera I bought I thought would be in better quality, and it just kind of irritates me because it's really not. Okay, so there's that line there. Oops, had a little too much water on my brush there. Try that again. Okay. If you notice, my white is starting to get tacky again, so that means I have to shake it up again. And I don't know why the white does that. The black does it too, kind of, but it seems like the lighter the color, the tackier it gets. So annoying. Okay. There, that should be better for a little while, hopefully. Tree of Life says, have a great evening. I'll watch the replay. Okay. Tree of Life, yeah, life can be cruel sometimes. Old age, Parkinson's, and cataracts took away my mom's ability to paint. Yeah, she got Parkinson's now. It's kind of sad because she really likes to paint. She was really good. Okay, and that's like a tan color there. Oh, we got that reddish pinkish color again here. Back here. Okay, and that's like a tan color there. Oh, we got that reddish pinkish color again here. Back here. I need that dark brown again. And then there's like a tan again. Like a light brown. I can't wait till I'm done with this duck. Then I can quickly do the water and finish that rock and a little bit of grass and we're done. This one was a little longer than what I thought. I'm glad I definitely did the background ahead of time because it took up more time than I thought it would doing this little guy. Okay. Actually have some gray on the tip back there. So we will take that back out. Oops, didn't mean to bump the camera. There. Okay. Solve that problem. So I don't need that color anymore. And I don't need red anymore. That can get put back. Yellow, I'm done with. Sometimes I have so many colors out, I have to put some back just to get some room to paint. Okay. All right. Let's see here. He had some of those dots back here again. Like some coloring. Oh, he had a white line, couple white lines back there too. Right there. Oops. Water coming off the brush there. Okay. It's an earthquake. Yeah. I kind of made a boo-boo there. Sorry. This setup is very difficult for me to work with at times. I apologize for that. But we're almost getting done, Duke. I'm surprised you lasted this long. I thought for sure you would have bailed on me by now. You're a devoted little monitor guy. I'll give you that. All right, there's a big black here. Oh, I hear my other daughter is home. It sounds like she's going to spend the night because of the weather, so I guess it's snowing some more or something. Which never seems to end. Yes, I seen you made it home.
Hi. Hello, chat. Tis I, a menace.
The menace.
A menace indeed.
Are you staying? I heard the weather ain't good for
Hello.
you.
Yes, it's bad. I'm staying here for a little while longer.
Okay. You'll have to sleep in Dad's bedding because I just changed it, so.
That's fine.
But,
Can't help it. The weather's awful.
well, let the cats out and let them play then.
Yeah,
You're in charge of babysitting.
of course. Have fun.
Yep. Say hi to, did you say to hi to Uncle? He's monitoring me for the past hour or so.
Oh, well, hello.
Duke says, oh, Duke says a lot. I plow in and plant fields at the same time. Tractors. He's farm simulating while I'm painting. Hi, Crow. How are you? Oh, yay. I didn't miss all of it.
Now I hear
Now I hear it, Jewel.
Indeed.
Everybody's coming back now. Okay. It was quiet for a while there. Everybody kind of left and bailed.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it takes so long. I've been on here for almost 3 hours.
Oh, my. Well, this one looks really good.
Oh, so did my last year one, too. I'm getting too detailed. That's the problem.
Nah, this is great.
That's great.
Telling you, if you keep making stuff like this, I'll go sell it.
I hope so.
I'll do it. I'll go sell it.
Yeah, because I don't have the means to. A friend of mine, Mystic, was asking if he could order a robin, and I don't know how he's going to be able to donate to me because he lives in the UK, so we'll have to figure something out for that. But
I just PayPal it over. I don't know.
yeah,
All
that's
right.
what he said. Something about
Yes.
PayPaling.
I'll let you finish that up, and I'll go do some other stuff.
Okay, take care of my babies.
I bought the tie-dye thing.
Okay, cool. Oh, you guys can work on that while the cats play.
Yeah. All right. Love you.
Love you too. Crow says, beautiful painting. Yeah, this one's been ongoing. This is almost 3. We just hit 3 hours. I didn't, and the weird thing was I had the background already done, Crow. So I thought maybe I could, it wouldn't take me as long. Oh, was I wrong? I kind of set myself up with this one. It took a little longer than what I thought with these tiny little details with this duck. Oh, she has. Oh, Jules' channel. Yeah, check out Jules' channel. Jules does anime art more. She doesn't do the kind of art I do, but she's very good at what she does, and she knows how to. If you want to order online with her, you can. So, yes, my daughter is an artist too. It kind of runs in the family. But each of us have our own unique way of painting. That's the cool part. So, my mom, she does oil painting. I do indoor-outdoor enamels, and Jules does computer. And recently, I'm hoping my youngest has started taking kind of an interest in artwork. I'm really, really hoping that takes off with her and she starts to enjoy doing some artwork. I would like her to get into it if possible. I give it to you for putting all the time in that you do. You are so incredibly talented. Oh, thank you. Wish I had half the talent you do. I will most definitely check her channel out. You do have talent, Crow. I think you do a lot of amazing things. And if you get a chance, guys, Duke, can you tag Cranky Crow's channel? She has, if you're looking to calm down and watch some really cool animals, Crow has wildlife that is on her channel that is outside her yard that she tapes. And she also has some really cool guinea pigs that you can check out that she snuggles and gives love to and feeds. Basically, a very good channel to relax to. And the squeaks definitely take in, so. And Cranky Crow has been my friend for a pretty long time. Say at least, gosh, I don't want to say 3 years, but I think it's been 3 years, Crow. It's been a while, I know that. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Mm. Oh, that's right. I gotta do the grass yet around there. I'll show her channel to my daughter as well because they love anime artwork. Yeah. And Jules, she does the artwork for a living. She literally got into when she was 17. She started doing online artwork, and I gave her permission to do it. Well, actually, it was before that. She used to be part of Artsonia, which was something that she could sell her artwork for school. And Artsonia, she did for I don't know how many years, and she liked it so much that she decided she wanted to get into doing more, when she got older. And I didn't stop her. I let her pick whatever she wanted to do. She'd do different stuff. She'd paint for a while, and then she started doing crocheting, and she couldn't quite figure it out. And then all of a sudden she just picked up on this doing artwork with her computer, and it took off. And she's been doing it ever since. She loves it. Thank you, Duke. I think it's been 3 years because we found each other on TikTok and haven't had TikTok about yeah. Same. We both left TikTok. It was too much of a nightmare. And it just was easier to just do this. Yeah, and Cranky Crow's got some pretty cool stuff. She does a music occasionally too, but more into the animals now. I keep telling her she needs to do some cooking videos because she makes amazing food, and every time I see her post her food, I'm hungry. Every time. Especially her homemade stuff. That's one of my favorites. TikTok is toxic, yeah. That's amazing that she got into the computer artwork. My girls also do artwork on their tablets and computers. I can't do worth a darn on technology, but it's pretty amazing what can be done. Yeah, and the thing is, if your girls have accounts and they want to get into doing more artwork, Jules does do lives on TikTok, I do believe, and then she streams them on her YouTube as well. Does amazing work. She just captures everything so beautifully. Um, every time I see your food, you make it makes me hungry. My hubby said my cooking is why he gained 50 pounds. Well, my brother here, Duke, complains all the time. That's the reason he got heavy, but we all know that's not true, Duke. So here comes the argument, guys. It's coming. It's coming. Your food makes me fat. Blah, blah, blah. Mr. Duke's been fighting a cold here, so he can't say too much. He hasn't been feeling good. Poor guy. Duke says, Craig Crow, she's always inviting me over for food, too. She's trying to make me fat. Am not. I just know that's how I show my love. I show it with food, Duke. You can't blame me for that. You're such a whiner, Duke. That's what us ladies do. It's most definitely is how we show our love. Yeah, see, Crow gets it. Be so judgmental, Duke. The thing is, though, he can't just blame me. My ma feeds him too, and he has choices. It's not like we hold him hostage here. He does have choices. He chooses to come over and eat. So he can't blame me for his problems. It was funny though, because he always used to joke about how he was always the skinny one, and now we're almost the same size. So he can't say too much anymore now. I gotta find a skinnier brush here. Poor Duke. Craig Krill says it's the magic in the food keeps them coming back for more. It does. We put this alluring stuff in there, so we're spellbound. Oh, you know what? I need to. Trying to think. I gotta add some white to these rocks first, I think. Trying to 3D this last part. Duke's gonna be so happy when I'm done with my rock. Duke's gonna be happy when I'm done with this whole thing. I think he's had enough streaming today. And if I remember right, I think it's Sunday's fun day. He's got to stream again tonight. He's got if you guys get bored, and well, I shouldn't say that word because Duke hates that word. If you guys want something to do, I know Duke and Ivy and JR are having a fun night tonight on their farm simulator where they literally crash their vehicles or tractors or have where they push their vehicles in water puddles or whatnot. And it gets pretty funny and pretty intense. And I do have to say, at first, I wasn't sure how it would be, but it's hilarious, guys. So if you can go watch that later, if you don't have anything to do, I know Cranky Crow, your husband would probably get a kick out of watching these guys. They get to laughing pretty hard, and the show is pretty good. It's like watching monster trucks in real life. I'll be honest with you. So, and Duke can put the link for that if you want. Not really. Oh, whoops, missed it. Crank Curl says, I love to see you do a painting of a starry night sky in the silhouette of a forest. I think you do amazing. Thanks. I have done, I think, a one nighttime picture, but that was quite a while ago. Crow said, oh, Duke says, not really. Last checkup, doctor, I lost 3 pounds. So I'm doing fine. That's because you haven't been over. You're starving yourself now. So you got to get back over here and get something. I made chili. I made chili the other night. It's sitting here. You were supposed to come get some. Sounds like a tractor version of Mud Run. Sounds fun. They do. They have a blast. And I'm gonna have Duke put the link in here for that. Or whichever channel. I think it's Ivy's channel that's gonna be doing it. I think. And he can put the link in, and that way you guys can watch it on your TV if you want. I will say make yourself a good dinner and just watch them. They're hilarious. It's a good show. And there's the link for it if you decide to. Duke says, nope, I go to Ivy Sunnyflower stream next, but I think I just watched tonight. Oh, you're not part of the um Sunday oh no, that's right. Tonight is what is tonight? Tonight is oh yeah, Sunday Fun Day. So you're not part of that tonight? Oh, because you're not feeling well, I suppose, huh? Aw. Who's all gonna be in the Sunday Fun Day? Either way, even if Duke ain't on there, it's still fun to watch those guys. If I feel up to it, I might watch them for a little while because it's gives me something to do. I want to have a little more green in here. Crate Crow says, I think I follow Ivy's channel already and will try to jump on tonight if I get the chance. Yeah, just even just to pop in to say hello. It gets pretty funny in there. I think I'm pretty much done with this, guys. All I have to do is sign it yet. My biggest issue is where to sign it, though. I should have put the rock on this side or something. Maybe if I put it at an angle here, maybe it'll be okay. Let me know if you guys see any boo-boos I need to fix yet or finish. I don't think I have any other things to fix. Could add a little black there. Yeah, let me know if you see any boo-boos. I'm trying to fix my boo-boos before I'm done here. You could have a little bit of shading in here, which there. Okay. Duke says tonight is Sunday fun day, but I'm feeling icky tonight. You should take some Tylenol, Duke. It'd help. JRA, I'm sure will be there, and T Gaming and Grave Reaper. Oh, you're all three. Okay. Well, that's good. At least you got fill-ins. Craig Crow says, "Hope you feel better soon, Duke." Yeah, he's got some kind of cold going on. He went to the clinic for his last checkup, and he don't like wearing a mask like we do. And I think he caught something from whoever was there. Who knows? He also doesn't like take a lot of vitamins, so I sent him home with some vitamins. I'm hoping they kick in soon and he don't feel so cruddy. But all right, guys, I'm gonna sign this so you can watch me signing it, and then I will show you an up close image, and that'll be pretty much it. Unless you see a flaw. If you see a flaw, let me know. Can't have flaws. Oh, I better leave the black out because I think I want a little background with the writing. Okay. I'm going to shake up my white one more time because I like it to be good and liquidy before I sign. Okay. Let's see if I can do my tiny little detail here. It seems like these smaller paintings, they're so fun, but the detail for them is so much work. But I really enjoy doing them because I can add a bunch of detail into such a tiny little space. And it seems like the bigger paintings I do, I get kind of frustrated because I can't add in all this tiny little detail like I can with these. I didn't think it would take this long though. I was surprised because I even did the background ahead, some of this background ahead of time before I even started. So, okay, I gotta give that a little bit of shading. Just a bad cold, no fever or bad flu, just the cold so far. Yeah, I think too, Duke, I think if you let some fresh air in the house, that might help too. I know that's one thing I stand by. It seems like when you let fresh air in the house, it helps a lot. All right, I'm gonna add a little black for background on this. And then I will show you guys an up-close view. As best I can, anyway. And this one also will be up for a donation basis, but I try to do that locally because it's just easier. Because I don't really have online accounts for like payment stuff or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to show you guys up close. Let me know if you see any flaws. If I can get it to... There we go. What you guys think? Looks pretty darn good, I think. Or bring it down a little. Yeah, I think this one turned out really, really nice. And the colors, it seems like when you turn them sideways... Oh, I got a ladybug in here flying around. But yeah, I think it turned out real nice. So yeah, close up, you can see the detail a little better. It's the glare I have trouble getting rid of, so. But the colors are really extravagant. And then I'm just going to poly it, and then it'll be something else I finished. So. Duke says, oh, Craig Craig Crow says, you did such a gorgeous job on this painting. I love the colors you used, and you did such a lifelike job on the ducks. Yeah, I haven't done ducks in so long, so I was pretty excited to do some ducks. What you did in a few hours might take the other artists days to do. Yeah, I that's why I do small paintings, because at least then I can finish it, in one go. Oh, the close-up is worth it. Yeah, and the coloring is, I don't know what it was with this light, but it doesn't do it justice, It's if I could get rid of the lighting I gotta figure out better ways of lighting. So Duke says the only flaw here is me. Oh, would you stop? Good Lord, Duke. My brother's on his depression kick. Cranky Crow, tell Duke to cheer up, quit being a booty. He needs to come over and have some chili. I think that's the problem. I think Ma's food has made him sad. Although she did bring me cake earlier, so I can't say too much. So, all right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna call it quits then, and that should be it for me for the night. So I'll let you guys say goodbye, and yeah, I'm gonna poly this one and probably post it up on my FB for later. So, Craig Crow says, "Love you, my friend," and Chill would definitely cheer anyone up. Yeah. Oh, Duke's hitting the heart button. Hoo. So, all right, guys. Well, that's all I have for tonight. And thank you for putting up with me for 3 hours, Duke. I appreciate it. So, yeah.